our headlines today. The UK-France deal aimed at reducing small boat crossings on the Channel comes into force, with detentions of illegal migrants under the so-called one-in, one-out pilot scheme due to start within days.
People coming off weight loss jabs should get more support to stop them piling on the pounds again. That's according to health bosses.
Young people across Scotland are set to get their exam results this morning, but there are fears mail deliveries in some parts of the country will be delayed due to Storm Floris.
Good morning. Could you be one of the millions of people due a share of £100 million worth of unclaimed premium bonds? I'll tell you how to find out.
In sport this morning, it was an emotional night at Liverpool as the club paid tribute to Diogo Jota in their first match at Anfield since the player died in a car crash in Spain last month.
Let's have a look at today's papers, first of all. The police are warning of mass arrests at the forthcoming Palestine Action protest. That's what The Guardian says, with Downing Street urging people not to attend the demonstration.
The Times has that health story we were talking about just a moment ago, that new official guidance which says that people on weight loss jobs like Ozempic and Mounjaro should be given extra support for a year after they've stopped their treatment to prevent them from regaining all the weight they've lost. We'll talk about that a little bit later with a doctor.
The lead story in the Financial Times is that Tesla has granted its chief executive, Elon Musk, of course, nearly £22 billion worth of its shares in an attempt to keep the billionaire at the firm.
And this isn't storm-related, but the Metro is warning that the rail network is generally crumbling after South Western Railways were forced to reduce services between London Waterloo and Devon. It was because of dry soil. The reports follow a UK plagued by rail disruption this summer.
At 6, we go undercover. Unprecedented footage exposing one of the gangs smuggling thousands of migrants across the Channel. After a year-long investigation, our correspondent Andrew Harding comes face to face with one of the gang members in Birmingham.
We're from BBC News. You're Kurdish, yes? We know you're linked to a people smuggling gang that's responsible for at least a dozen deaths in the Channel.
It comes as a new scheme starts tomorrow. Some on small boats will be returned to France in exchange for asylum seekers who haven't attempted the crossing. We have a special report. Also tonight, a damning conclusion on what went wrong on the Titan submersible from the US Coast Guard. Jay Blades, who presented the BBC's Repair Shop, is charged with 2 counts of rape. He'll appear in court next week.
Well, here goes. I'm now going to press the switch.
And how £100 million of premium bond winnings are languishing unclaimed, some dating back to the 1950s. The chief executive of Ofwat is to step down as the embattled water regulator prepares to be abolished. David Black will leave the role at the end of August. The government last month announced the regulator would be axed in a regulatory shake-up that comes as part of its response to public outrage over rising bills, sewage pollution and large bonuses for bosses. Thousands of homes in Scotland are still without power as the clean-up continues in the aftermath of Storm Floris. Scottish and Southern electricity networks said they're making good progress to restore electricity to homes in the Highlands, Moray and Aberdeenshire. And they are hopeful that the remaining 22,000 homes still without power will have their energy supplies restored this evening.